Good day to all the reviewees of Cagayan de Oro College, FINMA Education Network, the Review Center, School of Criminology and Criminal Justice. So now I am Reyninho Buenaventura Abukay. I will be the one, or I am your lecturer for the subject Police Organization. So first, I will give you the scope of our topic or our subject. We will be tackle the development of police systems, the concepts of police organization, the management and administration. Then last is the personnel management or the human resource management. So sa development of police system, dito natin makikita or re-review sino yung mga contributors ng police organization. Dito naman sa concepts, ito yung mga principles at idea o saan ba natin nakuha yung mga concepts ng policing at ng mga police organization. So dito naman sa personnel management, we will be tackle the organization or the police organization in the Philippines. So we will base the topic in Republic Act 8551. So okay, let's start. So we will start with the development of police system. So first, I will give you sample questions. So para ma-warm up kayo, and in order for you to listen for my discussion. So first question is, what is meant by the Greek word politia? So alam naman natin itong politia. So ito yung origin ng word na police. So ano ang ibig sabihin ng word na politia? Greek word ito. Ito ay Greek word na politia. Then ano naman, number 2 is, which society first used the word police? So dito natin malaman kung ano ang answer nito, di ba? So we'll answer this. I will give you 30 seconds to answer it. So what is the answer? Politia, from the Greek word politia. So the answer of this politia, or the number 1 question, is government of the city. So itong word na to is government of the city, from Greek word. Then number 2 is the word police means person who enforce the law, is from origin French. Itong police is comes from the origin word na French. So ito yung niya. Ito yung dito unang ginamit ang word na police sa French. So let's proceed. So, policing system, ito yung basic concepts. Ang word na police ay nanggaling sa Greek word na politia, di ba? So ang ibig sabihin nito is government of the city. Then origin din ito is Roman, same meaning from the above. So when we talk about politia, may e sa gitna, di ba? May e after the t. So ito ay nanggaling sa Greek. Greek, di ba? It is a Greek word, or sa Greece galing ito, di ba? While it means na government of a city. So if the question being asked is nanggaling sa Roman, so ang answer dito is politia, meaning walang i. So same meaning above din, government of a city din ito. So kung lalabas ito sa board exam, so ang barometro nyo to answer it is itong Greek at Roman. So when we talk about politia, may i nanggaling sa Greece, or sa Greek word. When we talk about politia, nanggaling sa Roman. So pareho lang sila ng meaning, government of a city. So pag may lumabas naman na policy, nanggaling ito sa Germany. It means shipkeepers or territory. So ito yung niya, policy from Germany, shipkeepers. So para mas madali yung ma-memorize, so binigay ko na itong apat. Then police from French, meaning person to enforce law. So itong police na word, first ginamit is from French. So ito na. So from politia to police. So ito yung mga basic concepts ng police na word. So sa policing system. Then borrowed by the English and Americans to refer to law enforcer. So it means law enforcer ang police. Constable, patrol, French in origin. So itong word na constable at patrol, sa French ito. Sa France ito galing. It is a French word. So we'll go to the historical background. So dito natin makikita or malalaman the origin of the law enforcement or the historical background of the police organization. So in 2300 before Christ or BC, Sumerians Lipitstar and Eshuma set a standard on what constituted an offense against society. So ginawa nila itong Sumerian Code. So we will not further discuss the Sumerian Code kasi madidiscuss ito sa institutional corrections at sa correctional administration na subject. So let's proceed to number 2, 2100 BC. So mas una itong 2100 BC before Christ, di ba? So sumunod naman itong Babylonians o itong Code of King Hammurabi. So ang principle nito is yung Lex Talionis. So as we remember, ang Lex Talionis is an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Meaning pag gumawa ka ng mali na, for example, pinatay mo ang tao, siyempre papatayin ka din. So ito yung principle ni King Hammurabi, the Code of King Hammurabi. So Lex Talionis ang ginagamit na term nito. So 1500 BC, Egyptians. So nabuo tong court system presided by judges appointed by the Pharaoh. Marine Patrol and Custom House officers protecting commerce started. So dito na nabuo tong protection. So first use of dog patrol. So it is the first use of dog patrol sa mga Egyptians. Then nabuo itong civilian police, midjays. So under the command of a military. So ito ito yung term na midges, civilian police noong 1500 BC, yung Egyptian time pa, di ba? Then in ancient Greece, ephori. So ang meaning ito is law enforcers, ephori in ancient Greece. So in ancient Rome, nabuo itong 12 tables. So the first written laws by Emperor Augustus, di ba? Created the Praetorian Guard, or other term is the urban cohorts. It means city patrol, and the vigiles or the firefighters, di ba? Emperor Justinian, the Justinian Code became known as the Corpus Juris Civilis, or the body of law. Then the vigiles, it means that it is a first civilian police force which kept the peace very ruthlessly. Hence the word vigilantes. So dito na discover itong word na vigilantes by this word, itong vigiles, the first civilian police force, di ba? So ang mga civilian police na ito is very harsh in executing punishment. So dito na inspired ang word na vigilantes, vigiles. So in Anglo-Saxon England from 849 to 899, di ba? Time of King Alfred. May nabuo silang town policing. Ang town, it means town. Then they discover the frank pledge system, wherein ang frank pledge system, ito yung may 10 taong residents or as guardians of the town. So sila yung nagbabantay every night. So itong frank pledge system. As tithings. So may kuan sila, may ang term na ito is also known as tithings, or from the word 10 families. So ito yung kuan nila. Then the hue and cry. So alam natin tong hue and cry from correctional administration. It also contributes to the police organization. So alam natin na ang police organization is an organization where the person or the government is enforcing the law. So di ba? So hue and cry, complainant shouts for the mandatory assembly of men to catch the culprit. So ito yung ginagamit nila, wherein pag may nakita silang magnanakaw or may ginawang krimen, di ba? They shout na nandun yung magnanakaw. So in order for them to catch the culprit. So ito yung ginagawa nila, hue and cry. Then the horn is the oldest known warning device. So ito yung pinaka-old na warning device noong una, in order to catch the culprit, yung magnanakaw o yung mga gumagawa ng krimen. So ginagamit nila itong horn. Then the royal judge investigate and punishes, di ba? So ito yung mga royal judge. Sila yung nag-iimbestiga at nagpapunish ng mga kriminal. Then the term trial by ordeal. So na create din ito nung panahon ng Anglo-Saxon sa England, itong trial by ordeal, wherein painful test or guilt, may ginagawa silang test Hindi lang ito hindi ito isang test na simple. Painful test. Meaning, they are relying on the test to find if the person is guilty or innocent. Kung talagang talagang nagawa niyang krimen or wala. So, itong mga painful test. So, madidiscuss ito further sa correctional administration, itong trial by ordeal. So, I remember trial by ordeal, binubutasan nila yung bungo. Kung hindi mamatay ang tao, so the person is innocent. Pero if mamatay siya dahil sa test na yun, he's guilty. So, ito yung example ng trial by ordeal. Diba? Then, the normal period of policing. So, the shire and reeve. So, the shire, it means district or country. Then, the reeve is ruler. So, itong term na shire and reeve. Sa normal period of policing, later called sheriff. So, the England was divided into 55 military districts under the control of a reeve. So, ang reeve meaning ruler. Siya yung nagro-rule sa isang komunidad. So, tinatawag siyang reeve. Then, the term traveling judge. So, dito na traveling judge renders judgment and gives punishment. So, ito ang term na traveling judge. Lehes Henry, or the law of King Henry I. Diba? So, policemen were considered public officials noong nagawa itong law of King Henry I. Then, the Magna Carta laws with the demand of the Knights of the Round Table. So, beginning of the national, local government and legislations. So, ito yung Magna Carta laws with the demand of the Knights of the Round Table. Then, ito yung mga some of the principles na nakuha na ginagawa nila sa Magna Carta. So, first is no freeman shall be taken or imprisoned. So, disposed or outlawed except by legal judgment of his peers. So, dito, sa time na yung normal period of policing is nagawa na, so dito nagawa yung Magna Carta. So, no freeman shall be taken or imprisoned, disposed or outlawed except by legal judgment of his peers. So, no person should be tried from murder unless there is proof the body of the victim. So, dito na yung nakita nila na kailangan ng proof in order to punish the person or the culprit or yung perpetrator. Diba? Then, beginning of the national and local government as well as legislations. So, dito na. So, remember this na nagawa nila yung Magna Carta Law. So, itong tatlong ito is nasama sa policing system, di ba? Then the Winchester period. So dito na tayo sa Winchester period. The Statute of Winchester 1285. So they discover the watchmen. Then 16 Hedge Statute of 1295, the Gate of London. Close at sundown, then they implement the curfew system. Adopted then justice of the peace, a position with power to arrest, pursue, and impose punishment. So ito yung mga justice of the peace. So during Winchester period, ito yung mga na-contribute sa police organization. So the Star Chamber Court, special court to try the offenses against the state. So itong Star Chamber Court. Then the keepers of the peace by during the time of King Richard. Then appoints the knights to keep the king's peace. So nabuo itong mga knights, di ba? Keepers of the peace ni King Richard. Then the Charlists, time of King Charles, appoint a night watchers. So during the time of King Charles, nag-appoint siya ng mga watchers during night time, known as bellmen. So ito yung term na ginagamit. Then on duty from sunset to sunrise. So they are the night watchers during the time of King Charles. So the Bow Street Runners during the time of Henry Fielding, di ba? Ito yung mga Bow Street Runners. Appointment of foot patrol, horse patrol, or the mounted patrol. Then the modern period of policing. Dito na tayo sa modern period of policing. Nabuo itong Metropolitan Police Act of 1829. So it modernized the police system of England. Then the creation of Scotland Yard by Robert Peel. So itong si Sir Robert Peel is the father of modern policing. So in France, in 16th century, Paris had two patrols: the Citizens' Night Guard and the Royal Guard of the King's Protection. So the guard motto that even today is on the French policeman emblem. So itong Vigilat at Cassant. So ito yung ginagamit nila na motto. So then it contributes to the French police ngayon. So ang meaning nito is he watches that they may sleep. So, ito yun. They were also called gendarmerie, slang for police officers. Sa French ito, di ba? In 1791, the position of officers d'effects was formed, origin of peace officer. So nabuo na itong officers d'effects. The first French police officers, Sergeant de Ville, servant of the city. Then, in Italy and Spain, so, nabuo itong Carabinieri from Italy. Then, sa Spanish, Guardia Civil. So, in the United States, ito yung mga contributions nila. Boston in 1636 formed the first night watch. Then they were called Leatherman. In Philadelphia, 1833, instituted the first daytime paid police service. So, dito na institute yung first daytime paid police service sa Philadelphia, 1833. So, New York, 1844, organized the first modern American police force based on the English Metropolitan Police. So, nabuo na nila yung first modern American police force. So, binase nila sa English Metropolitan Police in 1844. So, ito yung mga important personalities in the evolution of Philippine policing. First is itong si Brigadier General Rafael Crame. So, the first Filipino chief of the Philippine Constabulary in 1917. Then, itong si Colonel Antonio Torres, the first Filipino chief of police of the Manila Police Department in 1935. Then, itong si Colonel Lambert Havalira, the first chief of police of the Manila Police Department after the Philippine independence from the United States of America in 1946. Then, Director General Cesar Nazareno, the first chief of the Philippine National Police. And then the last is si Captain Henry Allen, the first chief of the Philippine Constabulary. So, ito yung mga first. So, nag-compile ako ng mga first para hindi kayo para hindi nyo tika muna. So ito yung mga first. So Brigadier General Crame is the first Filipino chief. So i-compare siya ni Colonel Antonio Torres. Si Colonel Antonio Torres is the first Filipino chief of police of the Manila Police Department. So ito yung mga first. Do not be confused with these five personalities. So, we'll proceed to the development of policing in the Philippines. So, during pre-Spanish, the policing is tribal in nature, meaning may mga tribo na nandito na sa Pilipinas before Spanish, before dumating yung mga Espanyol, di ba? In 1712, Carabineros de Seguridad Publico, the mounted police. Then in 1836, the Guardieleros or the rural police. In 1852, the Guardia Civil, the town police. Then in 1901, Organic Act 175. So dito na nabuo itong Organic Act 175. The Philippine Constabulary under Captain Henry T. Allen, the first chief. Then, in 1917, PC Philippinization. So, the first Filipino chief. So, as I have said kanina, do not be confused with these people. So, when we talk about the first, silang lahat is the first. Pero, when we study kung sino ang mga taong ito, may mga kanya-kanya silang posisyon. So, nilagay ko na dito. Then, in 1935, PC personnel were absorbed by the Philippine Army. So, itong PC, in 1935, na-absorb na sila sa Philippine Army. In 1936, the Commonwealth Act number 88 created the State Police. So, nag-create sila ng State Police. In 1938, the Commonwealth Act number 343 reconstituted the Philippine Constabulary and the PC became an independent national police force. So, ito yung mga mga timeline. In 1939, the Manila Police Department introduced the bicycle patrol in 1939. Then, during Japanese occupation in 1941, the Japanese military police, also known as Kimpitai, took over the Manila Police Department. So, ito yung time wherein the World War II is ongoing. So 1941. Then the liberation period. In 1945, the MPD was reconstituted and replaced under American control by Colonel Marcos Ellis Jones, became the chief of police of the Manila Police District. So, tapos na tayo sa first part ng video. Then, we'll proceed to the second part.